spiritual food for thought.
So I've got some rather interesting food for thought today, and that is simply, how big was the basketball court at Solomon's temple? Now, was it a half court, or did they actually have a full-size court there at the temple? We don't really see anything specifically spelled out in pertaining to the tabernacle. It does mention some courts, when we're talking about Solomon's temple, but it doesn't say how big the basketball court was, and we don't see anything in the one that they came back and rebuilt either. So why would I even ask such a question? Well, if you notice, there's been an incredible kind of departation from being a specific people of faith who operate in a certain way and gather for specific purposes. When you look at a lot of churches these days, what do you think of? You think of the building. You don't even think of the people anymore. But when you look at these buildings that for some reason, we'll touch more on that later, for some reason these people have bought and invested in, and then they do things like, put a basketball court in there. Build a gymnasium. Maybe have it be dual purpose where we can hold concerts there and we can have basketball there. We can have, worship services there, and we'll have the baskets, that raise up so they're out of the way for the other activities that we have there. What is this? Do you think that's what the widow was tossing in her mites for? Was to make sure they, had some nice new rims for their basketball court or something like that? The reason I bring this up is that in our trying to appeal to people, the appeal should be they're lost sinners in the hands of a holy and righteous God who are facing Judgment Day completely unprepared. That should be the appeal. It shouldn't be the youth programs. It shouldn't be the basketball court. It shouldn't be how contemporary our worship music is. But we've strayed very far, haven't we? We lay up a lot of treasures on earth that could be invested in heavenly things. I know that people will always justify things. Oh, it works great for some outreaches. It works, they're always going to come up with their excuses, guys. But the point is, we've strayed very far from doing things God's way. A lot of people still consider certain things to be God's money, and when they try to give it to God, I think it falls far short with things like this. Now, is there anything in specific that prompted this? Not really. I just figured it'd be some good food for thought. It's not that the local church I attended, just decided to put in a full court basketball, court or anything like that. It's not what this is about. It's about just providing some food for thought for you guys. What is our focus? What is our aim? What are we doing? Or you could say, what on earth are we doing for heaven's sake? So contemplate that for a moment, people. Things used to be very serious. They used to be life and death matters. People used to have an earnest concern about the spiritual lives and the eternal souls of other people. Now we play basketball. Now we, do church league softball and things like that. We're a bunch of churches who will not get together for any spiritual purpose because their doctrinal differences. Will play in friendly competition one with another so they can, spend some time, away from doing the things that they should be doing in their house with their women and children, with their wives and children, and leading their families. That these men can run around in friendly competition with some other people and not be around people drinking beer and swearing. Is that what our faith has become? It's not what mine has become, but I fear. So consider, guys, there was no basketball court at Solomon's temple. If you're wondering, sorry for the clickbait, okay? There wasn't one. All right. Be blessed.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.